Hello everyone, Mr. Nacho here, and today I wanted to bring you a new 100% crit build and how to suit it to your needs, and just in general different ways to achieve 100% crit chance. So, the build is very standard. What you see here is just Hunter a Gunslinger with Bullet Storm and Hunter's Mark. What we have for the armor is the entire Radiant set. Then what we have for the relic is the Tranquil Heart with range crit damage, crit chance and range damage. For the main weapon, we have Chicago Typewriter with Hotshot and Momentum. And for the melee, which is very important, we have Krell Axe with Tainted Blade. For the secondary, we are rocking the Corrupted Rune Pistol with Twisting Wounds, even though it's not really required. And when it comes to the jewelry, we have the star of the show, which is the Gift of Euphoria. In general, what it does is whenever you spend 25 stamina, it gives you 5% crit chance for 7 seconds, and it can stack up to 5 times, so you will get 25% crit chance from this amulet. This unlocks for us a lot of new ways to reach a 100% crit chance, because this will give us 25%, then we'll have 5% from Gunslinger, so this is 30%, then we have 10% from Chicago Typewriter, so this is 40%, 30% from Momentum, so this is 70%, then you have 10% from the Relic Fragment, which is 80%, 5% from Hunter, which is 85%, and 15% from Hunter's Mark, which is 100%. The secondary class in here is very versatile, since all we really need is 5% crit chance, so you can literally run anything you'd like. If you run something like the Challenger or the Ritualist, you will be at 105% crit chance, so you will overcap a little bit, but this is not a huge issue. The Challenger and the Ritualist class are fantastic, however, for any weapon that has 5% crit chance. So if you are not running Chicago Typewriter and you want to instead run something like the Nightfall, then running the Challenger or the Ritualist is recommended. Same for things like a Spore Bloom or the Starkiller, for example, or even the Plasma Cutter. Thanks to our ring, the Blood Jewel, which what it says is charged melee attacks apply bleeding, dealing 620 bleed damage over 20 seconds. So this would apply 3 different status effects with one throw. And also, it would cost us stamina, so this would also proc the Gift of Euphoria. Then, on top of that, we have Hotshot, so this is our 4th status effect. So this would increase our damage by 20% with the Ahane Crystal. And we just need to remember to keep throwing the axe every 5 to 10 seconds. And then we will just be dodging naturally during the fight to keep up the Gift of Euphoria stacked up. This isn't really all that difficult to keep up, and the benefit that it has over the Grudge and the Atonement Fold is that it doesn't make you bleed, so you don't really have the penalty to healing, because what bleeding does, it cuts your healing in half. So with this build, you are going to get also 100% crit chance, but this time no self-inflicted bleed, which will make our both Triage and Regrowth and the Tranquil Heart work so much better. When it comes to the rest of the rings, we have the classic Probability Cord and Xenia's Malice combo. This is the single best combo of rings for any ranged build, really. So whenever you want to do top DPS, these are a must-have. If you would rather apply bleeding with your Twisting Wounds on your secondary, rather than the Blood Jewel, I can personally just recommend going with the Singed Ring, since we will be applying Burning, and this is a 10% multiplicative damage increase, so this is great. Or you could just go with the Stone of Balance to increase all damage dealt by 7%. These options are both very acceptable. This is a flexible ring slot, since we have 2 ways to apply bleeding in the build anyway. You might even want to go for something like the Black Cat Band or the Devoured Loop. It just lets you adapt to any situation that you are faced with. If you are facing, let's say, the Red Prince, you can easily just change the Blood Jewel to the Hex Ward, and this will be just a flexible ring slot, as I've said before. When it comes to our traits, we have Triage, Regrow, Fortify, and Vigor to be as tanky as possible. Then we have Untouchable and Fitness, improve our dodges. Since we will be dodging a lot, this will be very helpful. Then we have Strong Back, 9 points, just to be able to wear the Radiant Visage, but this is not necessary for the build. This is just a fashion preference, if you will. Other than that, we have expertise to reduce our skill cooldowns by 20%, since both of our cooldowns are very important. And the last one is 9 points into spirit to increase our mod power generation by 18%. So this would be all for the introduction. I hope that you enjoyed it. I hope that you will enjoy the clips that I am about to present you. And if you haven't seen, I have started a brand new playthrough of Lies of P. I very much invite you to come and have a look at it. I think it went really great. I am having a ton of fun with it, and I hope that you will too. Anyway, here are the clips. Have a great day.